students, welcome once again to the biology classroom. Let us continue our chapter Fundamental Unit of Life with another interesting cell organelle, which is a characteristic feature of the plant cells, and you are familiar with it because you have done it in the difference of plants and animal cells, right? So these plastids are the characteristic feature of plant cells and few protists, and these are completely absent in animal cells. Like mitochondria, plastid also have a DNA and ribosomes, so they can synthesize their own proteins. And these are the largest cell organelles of the cytoplasm in plant cells. These are large, spherical, ovoid or disc-shaped organelles. And let us talk about their structure, how these cell organelles look like. And we will take the example of the green color pigment, that is plastid, that is chloroplast. So each plastid is bounded by a double membrane, and it has this outer membrane and inner membrane, and there is presence of this intermembrane space between these two membranes, and there is presence of matrix, which is also called as stroma, and which contains a membranous system called as grana. Each grana consists of a stack of membrane-bound flattened sacs called as thylakoids, and these thylakoids are structures which contains molecules of chlorophyll, that is a green color pigment. And these thylakoids, one thylakoid is connected to the another thylakoid with the help of this lamellae. So these thylakoids are stack-like structures are arranged like this in this stroma or matrix, we can say that, and they contain chlorophyll pigment. And you all know that this pigment is very important for the process of photosynthesis. Actually, most of the plastids contain pigments, and on the basis of the pigment present in them, they are of two types: leucoplast and chromoplast. These leucoplasts are the colourless plastids, and they form and store the food of the plant in the form of starch, proteins, fats, and they mostly occur in the storage cells of root and underground stem. And chromoplast, second type, these are the coloured plastid, and they are several types on the basis of their colour, and the most important chromoplast are chloroplast. This is the structure of chloroplast, which contains chlorophyll, a green color pigment which is responsible for the synthesis of food in plants by the process of photosynthesis. And other chromoplast contains non-green pigments and are responsible for the characteristic color of fruit, vegetables and flowers. Now, what is the function of this chloroplast or leucoplast or this plastid? Firstly, the process of photosynthesis is possible only because of this chlorophyll pigment that is present in it, and it converts the solar energy into chemical energy and synthesize carbohydrates using carbon dioxide and water, and therefore chloroplasts are called as kitchen of the cell. Please remember that, that's very important. And colors like chromoplast contain different kind of pigments. These pigments provide distinguishing color to the fruit, flowers and other parts of the plant which store food. Synthesis of fatty acid is also one of the characteristic feature, that the enzymes that are present in the chloroplast are help in synthesizing the fatty acid. And leucoplast store certain materials such as starch, proteins and oils. So these plastids are very important for the plants, and these are the short notes. You can take a screenshot, note down on your notebook, and use the way you want to use them. And thanks for watching.